Good morning from the Netherlands. It's been a while since I did a vlog, and the only reason for that is just I've been so busy with many things either at home or traveling. So apologies for no vlog since probably I think it's the end of May this year. But in any case, I'm here in the Netherlands and I'm actually on assignment for somebody. I've been asked to come up here to this beautiful area that is northwest of Amsterdam city centre, to these absolutely sort of wonderful preserved windmills that are around here. As you can hopefully see behind me, there's a beautiful colourful dawn on its way. Probably in about 10 minutes time the sunrise is coming up. I arrived last night. I've got 3 nights here, 2 whole days to do my job. Hopefully I can get a few things done, take you on the journey with me and show you what it is that I'm doing. So as I said, you can see the dawn is coming, and hopefully I can get what it is that I can for my client, and I'm sure they'll be very pleased with what I think is going to happen this morning. So I've moved from my original position to somewhere else, and I've done that for the very simple reason that there wasn't enough colour that was coming through in the particular part of this park that I'm in. So hopefully what I can do is get a bit more of the dawn lights that's coming through, and you can see it's still just so beautiful here in the morning. There is more colour that it is coming in the sky, but I think the angle that I've got here in this particular scene on this little area of northeastern Amsterdam is going to be a lot better, and hopefully it will work out a lot nicer too. But it's not going to be the end. I have a lot more to do here, so I'm going to keep cracking on and keep working. The colourful dawn has finished and now the sun is up, so I'm able to start getting images that I really like actually doing. Is just after sunrise those long shadows start to appear across the landscape, and it's always frustrating. You're just thinking, am I going to get this or am I not going to get this? In fact, this trip has been in the works for nearly a year actually, no, over a year, about 18 months since I was in ITB in Berlin last year. So this is actually a job that has come out of that, and what's happened is the client contacted me back in June and asked when I was free, and he said to me, look, is it possible for you to just pack your bags and go? If I call you on a Monday, can you come on a Tuesday? And the answer was yes. So that's how I've been able to get the light how I really want it. We've been keeping an eye on the weather for close to 2 weeks now, thinking, are we actually going to get something? Because there was some really bad weather up here in the Netherlands, but for me, where I was in central France, it was actually really nice. It's quite frustrating. So outside of that, what else is going on? Well, in October, I've got a photography workshop in the Dolomites. So if you go to my website at julianelliottphotography.com, then you'll find details of that particular workshop that's going on. I've also got a workshop in the Scottish Highlands up in Glencoe in January. Hopefully I'll have the snow that was there in 2018 when we had a lot of snow, and I met the other YouTuber Renegade Scott up there. So that's going on, as well as also there's the Eagle Festival that should be happening in Mongolia in March 2020. So there's lots of things going on. So if you're interested in any of my workshops and joining me out in the landscape, then just get hold of me through my website and ask me about some details. And if you want to come along, please do come along. We always have good fun on the workshops that I run. So in any case, I'm going to get on with the work that I'm being paid to do here in the Netherlands. So as I mentioned, I'm here doing some work for a client, and that particular client is based in the tourism industry. Now, it's not the local tourism board, but it's just somebody that works in the tourism industry. Now, a lot of people might be thinking, well, it's just blue sky, it looks boring. But you have to think, for the tourism industry, they don't want dark clouds. They don't want images of rain-soaked streets. They want images that people are going to look at that are picture postcard, and they really want to go, I want to go there. I want to go there on a day trip from Amsterdam, which is actually what this place is. It's one of the day trips that you can do. So I've been waiting very patiently for the sun to come actually up a bit further from the horizon than it was, because there was a bank of cloud where I was about half an hour or so ago, and it was obstructing the sunlight. But now actually the sun has come up, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning or so, and the light is just still really nice. It's still low enough to create nice soft shadows. In any case, I'm going to pack up in a minute and start to think about having breakfast. I need to meet my client and see how we can plan the couple of days that I'm here, and so he can get his money's worth. It's the second day of my commissioned work here in the Netherlands, and it's already started off actually pretty nice, but also pretty bad. Pretty nice because, as you can see behind me, or might be able to see, it's actually a really nice dawn this morning. It's what I wanted yesterday morning. So I've already got a shot that I took first thing yesterday, redone it today, and hopefully my client will think that today's looks better. I certainly think today's looks a lot better. My bad problem was that my train was cancelled, so I lost half an hour, which meant rushing from the train station to get here when I could see this beautiful dawn that was going on behind the windmills. So what can you sort of garner from me doing commissioned work? What are a couple of little things that I could tell you? Well, one is you'll have to remember that when you're doing paid work for somebody, that you're being paid to work. Essentially, you've come into somebody's office, as it were, for however many days, and you are working for them. They set the rules. But what is always good is, before you take up any commissioned work, is try and get some kind of guidelines from each of you as to how your things are going to work. So I show my clients throughout the day work that I've done, so they can keep an eye on what it is that I'm doing, and we can bounce ideas off of one another, which was what I was doing yesterday with my client. But something I would say as a YouTuber, from one YouTuber to, I know there are others out there that watch my channel, is that I've seen some videos lately whereby people have posted up things where they're showing themselves getting angry at people getting in the way of their camera. Now, what you have to remember is, when you're being commissioned to do something, you're essentially, in a way, nearly representing that company, because if something happens and you start shouting at somebody and they go and complain to somebody, then you could very well lose the job that you've got, and maybe even forfeiture any payment that might be coming your way, because why would they want to work with you? And that leads into the next thing is, if you start showing on YouTube how impatient you are, why should anybody want to commission you? Because I know there are a lot of people that are trying to use YouTube to leverage themselves to get paid work, or to try to get into the field of being a professional photographer. So why should somebody commission you if all you can do is show that actually you've got no patience? And here, where I am, what I might do is film some B-roll later on. I'll see how much time that I've got, show you how much footfall is actually in the area that I'm in. So at the moment, there's probably half a dozen people, I would say, in this particular area. In this, I think it's called Zaanse Schans. My Dutch is not great, but it's basically a protected area. So after around 9 o'clock, when all the tourist buses start arriving, this place is absolutely jam-packed with people, and you cannot start shouting at people to get out of the way of your picture. Okay, if they step right in front of your camera, then you can say, excuse me, but outside of that, actually saying to people, shouting at them, this is never going to work. In any case, I'm going to carry on doing the job that I'm here to do for my clients, and start showing you some of the work that I've done of this particular area for my clients. And if you ever actually do want to come up to this area, it's just, I think it's 15 minutes train ride from Amsterdam Central Station. It's well worth coming up here if you make a trip to Amsterdam. I've finished as much work as I can for my client here in the Netherlands, and unfortunately I know it's probably been a little bit too short for what some people might expect from me. However, there is a number of things to come up over the next few months, but there will be a break, and that's just because of the extensive travelling that I'm having to do from the middle of September until the middle of October. I do, as I said, have a workshop in the Dolomites that may be documented, it may not be documented, I'll see, because obviously I've got paying clients and I'm not there to vlog, I'm there to teach them photography. So as I said, when will the next vlog be? Don't know, but next big destination coming up is Vietnam. After that it's going to be a little bit of Romania and then into Moldova on the same trip. So when am I going to get time? Who knows, but that's the life of a travel photographer. Thank you so much to all of those that have subscribed, and there's now 5,700 or more of you, which is fantastic. Thank you so much to all my old subscribers, my new subscribers, and anybody else that wants to come along for the journey. So until the next time, see you again soon and take care of yourselves.